Hi, I'm Richard from the Smart Thermostat shop.co.uk. Today we are going to do a review on the DT4R, which is Resideo's brand new thermostat under the Honeywell Home brand. So the DT4R basically it replaces the DTS92E. So the DTS92E has been part of the Honeywell systems and like evohome, things like that, for quite some time, and it's felt a bit old. If I'm being really honest, it's felt a bit old for a long time. So I'm really glad that Resideo have stepped up and replaced it with something that feels very, very current. If you compare this to some of the other thermostats on the market like Tardo, it's very Tardo-esque. So it has a button on the front, one single button, you press that, it illuminates from the back, very much like Tardo does. And I really like the Tardo system, to be honest. It's very minimalistic, it's very me, to be honest, so I really like that system. And just having a refresh like this just brings this right into the 21st century. So really pleased about the looks, the styling, the quality of the thermostat is really high quality. So you've got to take your hats off to Resideo for doing a really great job. So this has been launched under the Honeywell Home brand, as per the evohome range. We will be selling it as a single zone stat for the evohome system, but it can be used as a standalone stat in its own right. So you can use this just with an existing receiver as well. So this will work not only with Ramesses 3 protocol receivers, but it will also work with Ramesses 2 protocol receivers. So that means it will work with all of the new receivers, and it will work with any of the older receivers, which is great news also for another favourite of mine, which is intergas boilers. So this will pair directly into an exclusive or extreme intergas exclusive or intergas extreme boiler, which is brilliant. So basically you can do the programmings and timings on the boiler, and this can be your wireless room thermostat paired to the boiler. So it's a really great addition, not just to evohome, but as a standalone thermostat and a thermostat you can add to that boiler. So the price point of this, believe it or not, is actually cheaper than the DTS92E. So why would you buy a DTS92E anymore? You'd simply buy this thermostat. To use it, you press the button, it illuminates the screen. It's very clear. You can press the plus or the minus buttons. So if you press the button, minus and the plus buttons to up and down the temperature. This is like a resistive touch screen. It's not like a touch screen like an Apple screen. It's like a resistive touch, like so. If you press the button again, it saves the temperature, which will flash after a couple of times, then goes back to this. If you press the button from here, so when you've got the temperature displayed, if you press the button, you can then go in and do the on, you can turn it off or put it into eco mode. So I think that's very simple to do. That's the eco mode function, like so. And that puts it into eco mode. Yeah, just take that out of eco mode, put that back into the standard mode. So like I said, it's very easy to use. It's a very simple thermostat. As I said, use Ramesses 2 and 3 protocol RF protocols. So like I said, all works with all the new stuff and the older range of Resideo relay boxes, should I say. If you press and hold the button, very simple menu access into the parameter menu. So if you recall, the DTS92E thermostat was very difficult to actually get into the menu, where this is very simple. Go through your parameters. It's got very familiar parameters to the DTS92E. Everything in this parameter menu is very much the same as what you're used to with the DTS92E, which isn't a bad thing. And then you've got your RF menu here. So this is where you do your pairing into other relay boxes or into evohome. And then, like I said, you can exit the menu. So everything on this thermostat's like really simple to get into, really simple to use, and I really like it. It comes with a wall mount kit. So what you can do with this is you can actually wall mount this to the wall. Comes with a little fixing pack. Alternatively, you can actually fit this in place of an existing thermostat. So if you've got an existing square thermostat mounted to a back box, you can fit this to it as well. So these two holes line up perfectly with a single gang back box. It also covers existing thermostat holes. So if you've got a square thermostat, existing thermostat, then it will cover the existing hole. Where the round thermostats, so the T87RF thermostat that Resideo sell, that won't necessarily cover a square hole, unfortunately, and you'd have to put some sort of plate at the back of it, where this will cover a square hole. Okay, so that. When it comes initially in the box, so one thing you need to bear in mind, if you try pressing it and going, well, what's going on here, I don't know how to turn it on, you actually got to take the back plate off, which is quite simple. So it comes off quite simply. And there is one of these little tabs here actually wedged in the battery section there. So that's just to obviously stop the thermostat operating. But I can see we're going to get some calls on that, you know, it's not working, when actually it's just a tab in the battery compartment. You can hardly see it, that's why I did mention it, because you can hardly see the tab in there, but you need to remove the battery, remove the tab, and then it will work perfectly. So like I said, very simple, clips on there very simply, stands on the desk stand, or like I said, you can wall mount it. And like I said, I'm very pleased with it. It's definitely the refresh evohome needs. So we have lots of comments off customers that some of the thermostats, like the DTS92E, for instance, which was the only thermostat that would cover square holes in walls, was looking a bit old. And I completely agree with them, to be honest. It's very, very difficult not to agree with that. So I'm really pleased that Resideo are putting the investment in to update the components that go with the evohome system. And this is a really lovely addition. So it really brings it into the forefront. And like I said, people, the fans of Tardo, things like that, this is very Tardo-esque. So I think it's, from that perspective, it's going to do really, really well. Okay, so if you've got any comments about what I've said today, or you agree with me, or you would like further details on the DT4R, please let us know in the comments box below the video. Or if you've got any product reviews you'd like us to review from the Smart Thermostat shop perspective, let us know and we can look into those for you. We do have these now for sale on the Smart Thermostat shop website, so shameless plug, but they are now for sale on the smartthermostatshop.co.uk under the evohome section. And like I said, they're a really great addition to the evohome range, so really pleased with that. So anyway, so thanks very much for today for watching. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do. We launch regular videos. We try and get at least one video out a month. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.